good morning, rise and shine. It is Saturday morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and happy Saturday to everyone. It is the first and 10 college football Saturday morning kickoff show, week 9 edition. Salute, 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 Jim. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to the panel. My sis, you knew. Sniper D Truth, salute. Week
Hey.
9 kicked off last night. We had a thriller in Vegas, and I want to start off with Sniper. Tell me, what did you think about that thriller in Vegas last night? Sniper, you knew. Salute, welcome to the panel, everyone.
Hello. How's it going, Armando? D-Truth, Sniper, how's it going?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey,
Mm. Mm-mm-mm-mm.
it seemed like it was one of those that I didn't think the game was ever going to end.
Right?
Kept going back and forth, left and right, all night long. Just back and forth, back and forth. Defensively, they need both teams need to clean up defensively. But hey, other than that,
Mm.
it was a game.
Yeah.
I fell
Mhm.
asleep towards the end of the fourth quarter, so I don't know who ended up winning the game, but and I haven't checked it yet. But I just know from first to third quarter, uh, it was. It was a serious offensive battle.
29-24. Boise, they won.
And I think everybody up here picked Boise except one
Mhm.
person. Salute to you, Common Sense. D Truth, waiting on him to, he'll be up here shortly to
Yeah.
elaborate on last night's game. But
Mm.
what did we learn about Boise State last night? Boise State moves on. Vegas is eliminated. What did we learn about, for you, Sniper? What did you learn about Boise State last night? You're muted, Sniper.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to do multiple things at one time. All
Okay.
right, good boy, good. Hey, so Boise State defensively, hey, they can get to the quarterback. Ready, switch sides. Uh, Defensively, they can get to the quarterback. Offensively, they can run that ball.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, they are. It's just I think that they got a lot of things to clean up to be could be considered to go further into the playoffs if they get there. But they're a nice sound team. They're a very nice sound team.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, you knew. What did you
I
learn about?
definitely I have a comment on that. I really have a comment on that. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
first of all, Boise did amazing because they did win. But the only problem is, were they in the audience while the other ones were making the touchdown? I'm just asking because there's like what at least three touchdowns that nobody was around for them to be able to make that touchdown. The heck, what's really going on here, Boise? Come on, you're gonna have to get better on that. Get better on the defense. Just saying. But other than that, they did amazing because they did win, and I did predict that they would. So hey, it is what it is. Hey, Dubs.
Salute to you, Dub. Salute to you, Common Sense TV. I will say this about both teams. Um, and this is what I learned about Boise. Um, they get in the playoffs. They're pretty much definitely one and done. They're going to be facing 9 times out of 10. They're going to be facing the fifth seed, and that fifth seeded team is going to be the second best team, either in the SEC or in the Big Ten, which means you're going to have to be more than one dimensional. Boise State is pretty much one dimensional, and they run into a team that knows how to shut that running game down. They're going to run into a team that has the depth to load an extra linebacker in the box and shut their running game down and force them to do something that they really haven't been that successfully doing this season, and that's making throws or making plays down the field. So if they're forced into that situation, they're going to be in trouble. But now we're down to three. We're down to three in the G5 right now. Is looking like it's going to be a race between Boise State, Navy, Army. Boise State, I think that was pretty much their tallest order last night. Depending on who they meet in the conference championship, they got to watch out for Nevada. But whoever they meet in their conference championship game, Army and Navy, they would definitely have to beat Notre Dame because their strength of schedule is not there. They have a very weak strength of schedule, so they need a signature win. They need a signature win in order to get in to playoffs. And the only signature win on this, only signature game on their schedule is Notre Dame. So I don't see either of them making it with a loss, with that one loss to Notre Dame, because their schedule is just weak. Um, Correct me if I'm wrong, Sniper. You've seen Army and Navy schedule. There's nothing else besides Notre Dame that I see on the schedule. You got to unmute.
Yeah, Navy does not have nobody else besides Notre Dame. They play them today. They
Hmm.
have to win 100%. And just to piggyback off what you were saying earlier about Boise State, hey, UNLV shut down that run at the beginning of the game. They didn't have the nutrition to keep it going towards the end of the game.
Hmm.
Um, but to, uh, but Navy, and I don't think Army has to play anybody um, to the end of the season.
Where they play each other at the end of the season, but they both playing Notre Dame. Salute to you, Bacardi Obama.
Hey,
Dubs. They're
Cardi.
both playing. They're both playing Notre Dame. So they have to win that game, and then they're going to play each other. And whoever is still undefeated, long as they beat the other team, uh, in order for either of them to make it, Sniper, I'm be honest with you, they got to do it unblemished. They would have to do it undefeated because
Oh
they
yeah,
just don't have enough meat and potatoes on their schedule. Salute to you, young Rears.
yeah, I totally agree. Navy, they got to go. Navy and Army has to go undefeated until they play each other. And
Hmm.
then when they play each other, one of them is going to get in. Whoever wins that Army Navy game, they probably get in if they go undefeated all the way through. But one loss with their strength of schedule, they're not going to be able to get in at all. They're not going to even be considered because the teams that they have only played one ranked team, and that's Notre Dame.
Hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Do we have another Charger?
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and it's gonna be interesting. It really is gonna be interesting to see what happens uh, with those three teams. Salute to you, 225 girls. Salute to you. Salute.
Hey, 225 girl.
It's
Um, Armando, I'm sorry.
go
Do
ahead.
you hear D Truth? Because he's talking.
I do not hear him.
Oh man.
I don't hear him. I'm gonna have to. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the link in. That's what I'm saying when we come on. You gotta you gotta the link. I think the link only works one time. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Works one time. You gotta come up when it's time to go on. All right. The link is in the chat, man. The link is in the chat. Go ahead and hit the link. Um, you can make the playoffs one dimensional, but you're not going to go far. You're not going to go far being one dimensional. And Boise State is a one dimensional. So unfortunately, uh, you're going to run into some teams that know how to slow their running game down. You're going to run into some teams that know how to slow their running game down. So that's the problem that they're going to face moving forward. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Mm.
Mhm.
Yeah, they could have definitely did better because they could have easily lost yesterday for sure.
Mhm.
But I'm glad they didn't because I predicted right.
Mhm.
Or we predicted right.
All right, D. True, come on, get on in here, man, on the discussion. Salute to you, G. Bama, Oliver Green, apartment. Salute to you.
Hello, Oliver. How are you? Hey, G Bama. How's it going?
Me now.
Yeah, we can
Yes.
hear crystal clear, brother.
Yeah, I was on my laptop. See, it don't matter the laptop or whatever. And I just went back through the same thing I did other day too. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know what's
okay. Go
going
ahead.
on.
Go ahead and let us know what do you think about the game? Because we got to get started on that. But
What I'm saying about these games, these ain't gonna be closer than people think it's gonna be. Because getting down to the nitty gritty. You know what I'm saying? Some teams gonna be trying to play harder than they ever played, and some teams like, hey, we feel lose this ball game, we want to win this ball game. And the way I seen last night, both teams want to lose that ball game. And sometimes I don't care how good your defense is. Sometimes your defense won't be able to do nothing against no offense. Sometimes offense is sometimes the offense is clicking, no matter what the defense is. So, like I said, both teams wanted to win, and Boise State knew they needed to win that game, and UNLV would try to win that ball game, and Boise State won. And like you said, Boise State go against anybody else, and the next game they got is against Nevada, which they probably be in trouble. But if they go to playoff, Boise State gonna be in trouble. So that's it.
all right. Before we get started on the questions, I just want to let you guys know we will be doing timing. We're going to time 2 minutes for your like when I ask you the questions, and then for the pushbacks, you get only 1 minute. Once this alarm goes off, that's it. Don't keep talking. Once that alarm goes off, I'm going to shut it down. So let's go.
Who thought of this idea?
Me, you got a problem with it?
Yep, 'cause this is a show. We don't have no 2 minutes. We don't have no time on this show.
Well, you got two
Yeah,
minutes
I
today.
mean, but yeah, man, but well, yeah, because they're running into the 12 o'clock hour. We gotta, we gotta switch that up for real. Run to the 12 o'clock hour. Hold on, hold on. Okay, you knew. Take over.
Uh, Dijon, is that say Dijon? I'm sorry, Dion. Deion
Deion
Sanders. I'm
Sanders.
sorry, Deion Sanders. My glasses need to get clean for real. Deion Sanders will be the next head coach, Florida State. Yes or no, Armando?
From what I'm hearing on the back end, from what I'm hearing, boots on the ground, and from Florida State podcasters that I speak with, um, yeah, it's looking more and more like it's going to come down to that Florida game. If Florida State loses that game and they lose badly to Florida, which I suspect they probably will, um, Dion definitely will be the next head coach of Florida State. Got to look at it. Shador's leaving. Shiloh is leaving. Travis is leaving. The Horn kid is leaving. Juju, they picked up Juju yesterday. Juju flipped his commitment to Colorado yesterday, but it's nothing for Juju but, for him to do but to switch it over to Florida State. So that would be no problem. Yeah, I can see Dion. That's his dream job. He's done everything else in his illustrious career except coach at his alma mater. That's his dream job, Florida State. I can see it happening, definitely.
Okay, Sniper.
You got to unmute, brother.
Go ahead, do what you're doing. D Truth.
Hold on, hold on. Yeah, yeah. I can see it, but like I said, that's a dream job. But I look at it like this: what? they're gonna have when they get to Florida State?
Money.
But besides that, players. But
The
besides
culture,
players.
the culture, the state of Florida. We saw last year with Florida, and that was an off year. Um, you know, Miami. Oh yeah, Cristobal hadn't really gotten started as far as putting his stamp on the state of Florida. But the state of Florida, you know this, D. True. You played at a 6A school and y'all scrimmaged against some Florida teams, if I'm not mistaken. So you know the level of talent, high school talent down there in the state of Florida. That's a gold mine, brother. That's a gold mine. They're up there with California and Texas as far as like elite talent. And then you got the IMG Academy down there that's right down the road from Tallahassee, brother. That is the state of Florida, money, and the fact that that is where he's from, Fort Myers. Uh, he always acknowledges that's his home. Florida's his home, and you know he would love to go back there. He would definitely love to go back there. So I think he could do more damage at Florida State than he ever could at Colorado. To be honest with you. Salute to you, Ren Rock. Good morning to you.
Hey, Rimrock.
Yeah, and and also look at how many years Florida State gonna give him to get Florida State right, especially to get his players in there. That's another thing.
Um, he'll. I'm gonna be honest with you, D Troop. It shouldn't take long. It should not take long. We talking about the state of Florida, brother. Sikkim, salute to you. Good morning to you. We talking about the state of Florida. It should not take long. But look at what he did at Boulder in 2 years. They're having the two best years that they've had in almost over a decade. Um, and if he can do that at Boulder, can you imagine what he could do at Tallahassee? And then you got the luxury of coaching in the ACC where you don't have to really deal with the gauntlet like he had to deal with last year in the Pac 12 and like what he's probably going to have to deal with in the next coming weeks in the Big 12. It'll be a much easier road in the ACC, because next year, Miami is not going to have a Cam Ward on the team. Pitt is losing a lot of players. It'll be an SMU, Florida State, Clemson trio battle for their ACC next year because all three of those teams are young and they have a lot of talent coming back. So you add Deion to the mix. Not only are you taking Florida, you taking South Georgia as well because remember Deion, he claimed, and then he's gonna probably come for that Atlanta area. So Kirby and uh, and the Georgia Tech head coach, they better watch out because uh, Deion get that job down there in Florida State. He coming?
That's it.
Yeah, yeah, and I was looking at Florida State next year's schedule. We got Alabama the first game. Then they got Florida, Clemson, Miami, Pitt, Virginia Tech, Wake Forest, NC State, Stanford, and Virginia. I'm looking at this right here. They get through one, and I'm not even count the A&M Commerce game because that should be a win for them. Or the Kit State game. Alabama, Florida, Clemson, Miami, and Pitt. They get through them one, two, three, four. Them 5 games. The rest of the season's gonna be easy for them.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That if they get rid of the head coach this year.
I think it's gonna come down to today and Florida, the finale of Florida. If by some miracle they pull a miracle off today, he ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? But if it goes the other way, which a lot of us up here on the panel suspect it will go, and then it's going to come down to that Florida game. I think Napier is gone, regardless. I think by that time, Napier, it will probably be an interim head coach in Napier's spot. And I think that's going to be pretty much the nail in the coffin. Florida is improving and Florida State is not. End of story.
Okay, I think Sniper's ready to answer the first question because
Okay, come on in, Sniper.
Yeah, sorry about that, y'all.
Yeah.
First question.
Deion
Uh,
Sanders will be the next head coach at Florida State, yes or no?
no. And the reason why I say that is Colorado's going to pay him whatever he wants to be paid so that he can stay there. Regardless if it's his dream job to be at Florida State, Colorado's going to do whatever they can to keep him there. And it's been said by the AD of Colorado that it is um, it is going to be their duty to keep him in Colorado. Um, so the answer to that question is no.
Hmm. I don't know,
okay.
man. Florida State got money too. They got money down there in Tallahassee too now, brother. Don't forget.
But they don't. But you got to think about it like this right here.
Mhm.
Um, Colorado got that untapped money, that unseen money.
Okay.
So, hey, if they want him, they paid a lot to get him the first time. You don't think they're gonna pay a lot to keep him? And Dion is not about the money neither, because he has money. He's very frugal with his money, but he has money, so it's not about the money really. But they gonna do whatever they can to keep him in Colorado.
Yeah, that's why I led off with the love. It's the love for Florida State. He loves that school. And remember, Fort Myers is his home. Fort Myers is not that far from Tallahassee. That's his home. Who doesn't want to go back home and make an impact? Like I was saying the other day, Kirby could have easily went to Columbia and did what he's doing now at Georgia, but he chose to come to Athens because it was his home. This is where he quote unquote grew up at. You know what I'm saying? This is where he is his alma mater. It's something about being able to go back to your school and making an impact and bringing the championship back home. All right, next question.
What is going on with this buzzard here?
Hey, we said 2 minutes and 1 minute for the pushback. So what I'm going to end up doing is, I think because the way you're doing it, where you're going back and forth like this, let's just do 5 minutes total. What do you think about that? Or even 6 minutes total.
No, you
That way,
keep it the
Just
way.
keep it what it is.
Yeah,
Keep it what
just
it
keep
are
it
is.
you
what it.
sure?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
because y'all confusing
No,
my.
No,
come on.
you just
You
All
gonna have to
right,
good.
all
keep
right.
up.
You're doing a
Stop
great
playing.
job.
All right, next. Georgia Bulldogs are the most dangerous team in the nation right now. Yes or no? Sniper.
Georgia is the most pissed off team in the nation right now. And I've been saying this for quite some time now. When you disrespect Georgia and give them bulletin board material, they're coming out with hell. Um, they're not. I don't think they're the most dangerous team at this particular moment. We still got offense that we got to improve. Now, if we was clicking on all cylinders on all three sides of the ball, then I will say yes. But we need more from our offense that can be considered dangerous. Hey, Oliver Green, watch your mouth when you talk about my quarterback, bro. He don't suck. He does not suck. He is he just, hey, listen, all quarterbacks go through time, but look at his efficiency.
Salute to you, Slam Newton. Um, D
Oh,
Truth, you want to get in here on this one?
is my 2 minutes up?
Oh, okay, go ahead. I didn't know if you was done
No,
already.
they're
No,
not.
no, no.
Talking to me. I didn't know if
No,
you
no,
were
no.
done.
I'm just picking. I'm just
Okay.
picking.
D Truth, come on in and get in on this question here.
You go ahead and answer first.
Man. Okay, I agree with Sniper 100%. They're not the most dangerous team right now because of the way the deficiencies of where our quarterback is not playing on the level that he was playing on last year. So no, we're not the most dangerous team. We are the most pissed off team. Be careful giving our team bulletin board material before a game. Right now, in my opinion, I think the most dangerous team would be a tie between Miami and Ohio State. Those would be the two teams right now that I would, be concerned about for my team facing. That's my answer. Dietrich?
I'm gonna
Give us a
say
yes or no
no.
answer.
I'm gonna say no. This is why I was gonna say no because there's no such thing as a dangerous team. This is why I said that because every team that's in the top 25 that will make the playoff got some deficiencies, either offense or defense or both. So there's no such thing as a dangerous team. So like always, any given Saturday, every time you step between that white line on that field, a team could get beat. So there's no dangerous team. And because you're undefeated or you got one loss, don't mean a doggone thing when you play another team. Because anything can go haywire, and we see how the official been officiating. So there's no dangerous. I said no because I think there's no dangerous team in the NCAA right now.
I don't know what cereal box you read that answer off of, but when we hear the word dangerous, it's like, what team do we do not want to play at this particular moment? Do we want to? Does anybody want to play a team that's been disrespected? That's what we mean by dangerous team. Yeah, we understand any get it Saturday, but good gracious, if 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 Auburn was on a hot streak, we would say they was a dangerous team, and nobody wants to play them. Just like 2 years ago, nobody wanted to play Georgia, the most dangerous team that year. You couldn't stop us offensively. You could not run on us defensively. You couldn't even run a punt or a kickoff against us. That's a dangerous team. When you had Cam Newton, when they had McCoy for Alabama, when they had Dobbs for Tennessee, they were dangerous teams that you did not want to play. Man, ugh, I understand. There is dangerous teams. There is a such thing as a dangerous team. There's not just because you don't. I'm sorry. I quit. I'm sorry. I went over time.
Okay, let me just say something real quick. Okay, both of you are correct, but what I was is it's dangerous. A dangerous don't mean the best team, and it varies. Like I'm reading G Bama Boy's comment to a Bama fan. To a Bama fan, their answer would be totally different. To a Bama fan, they would say A&M or LSU would be the more dangerous team because Bama don't have the same issues that Georgia has. Georgia issues is we don't create enough explosive plays down the field. Where Bama can hit you with an explosive play down the field on any given play. If you get the reason why I picked Miami and Ohio State, because if we got in a situation where we had to play those two teams and got into a shootout with them, it would be an issue right now as is because our offense is not really producing explosive plays down the field right now. So that's why I picked Ohio State and Miami as far as my two dangerous teams for my team.
But I look at it as that doggone bill. I look at it like this right here. Because a team is undefeated, had one loss or had two losses, yeah, they could be a dangerous team, but yet a dangerous team could be a team with three or four losses, five losses, who have that do not have nothing to lose. You see what I'm saying? And the undefeated team, a one loss team, or two loss team, go to play that four or five loss team and get upset. And
Yeah, and
by
I
the team
agree.
name, with team name, guess what? That's why I said right now Miami is on a hot streak, but guess what? Florida State might not have the players, might not have the record, They still gonna be a danger to Miami and anybody else play. Miami gonna be a danger to anybody else they gonna play. That's why I said there's not one set of dangerous team in college football right now. I don't care who they are. I didn't when Auburn had Cam. I didn't think Cam was Auburn was a dangerous team. So some of the games we could have easily lost.
Do you know what a bell means when it rings? It's supposed to stop. Daggone it. The truth.
Okay. Okay. Next question.
All right. Keys to victory for LSU today. The truth. You got 2 minutes, not 3.
I'll keep talking along. I ain't worry about that bill. one
Try me.
one with LSU, they got to play. They got to play better defense. They got to get that offense moving, and their special team got to play the whole lot better. That's the bottom line. That's the keys to victory. They got to play They got to play better defense, and they got to move the ball and the special teams.
Okay. All right. You knew. Waiting on you. Okay. I'll go. The keys to victory for LSU today. They got to score. They got to score some points, and if they get a lead, they got to create enough distance. They got to create enough distance between them. You don't want to get into a close shootout with Texas A&M because Texas A&M can match them point for point. So that D line has got to be aggressive tonight. You don't want Texas A&M getting into that secondary. So that would be the keys to victory for LSU. They need to score some points tonight.
All right. Any pushbacks? The truth. Sniper's not here right now. Sorry, I have to let the dog out to use the ladies' room.
Oh, that's cool. Anytime you step out, I could take over for you.
All right, I appreciate it.
Nah, I ain't
You
got
have
to
any
push that
pushback?
because he basically said what I said. I just said it all in one walk. But like you said, the offense got to play, the defense got to play, and the special team got to play. So all three facets of the ball game got to step up.
Okay. All right. All I gotta say is LSU better win. You better win. You better win. All right. Next, key to victory for Texas A&M today. Just lose. That's all I gotta say. But go ahead, Armando.
Blitz Nessmeyer basically run the same blueprint on Nessmeyer that Georgia ran on Ewers last Saturday. Nessmeyer hasn't really felt any pressure since that South Carolina game. And South Carolina pretty much laid the blueprint out on how to cause problems for Nessmeyer. If you disrupt Nessmeyer, you got a very, very good chance of winning the game. The loss to USC was just a stroke of bad luck. They got hit with injuries. I really believe if John Emory Jr. wouldn't have went down with that injury, LSU would have won that game. They would be undefeated right now currently. But the one game that they should have lost, South Carolina, they did a lot of blitzing in that game, and that's what Texas A&M needs to do.
All right, D Truth.
I ain't got nothing to say. He said it all just then. He took what I was going to say. He took out what I was going to say. Blitz, 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 blitz. That's
All right.
what you got to do. Blitz.
All right. Next question. You guys are doing good. You don't even use 2 minutes anymore because of my timer. That's good. All right. Keys to victory for Illinois today. The truth.
I'm going to say they got to continue to do what they've been doing. Don't change nothing. Continue what they're doing, and they'll be okay. Continue what they're doing, they'll be okay. Don't go change nothing. If it's working, keep going. Because as soon as you go change something, it gonna mess you up. I said I tell Illinois keep doing what they doing.
All right, Armando.
Hey man, we on the same page this morning. For those of you that are out there wondering, we didn't even speak on the phone this morning. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Brett Bielema, what we're finding out, what I already knew from his time in the SEC when he was the head coach of Arkansas. Brett Bielema is a defensive guru, and everyone is finding that out this season. Um, Lock down those corners, play man. I wouldn't go zone on them. I would come up and play man with Tez Johnson and just in Holden. I would get hands on them as they're coming off the ball. Get hands on them and play physical with those wideouts. Play physical with those wideouts. Force Oregon to get you on the ground. Don't let them. Don't let that aerial attack get you. Force them to beat you on the ground. And I think Illinois can slow the game down, put them in a phone booth, make the game ugly. Don't make it a fast-paced scoring contest. Make it an ugly, grind out, good old-fashioned Big Ten style, Illinois style football game. And I think Illinois will have a damn good chance of winning.
All right. Awesome. Any pushbacks, Dietrich?
Ain't no pushback. They
All right.
hey,
Well, let's.
like you said, don't change what they hey. Keep doing what you do. They got you to the dance.
Okay. All right. So keys to victory for Navy today. Um, Dietrich? No, Armando. I'm sorry, Armando.
Mm, you messed me up when you said D True first. It took me a sip.
I'm
Uh,
sorry.
um, make it same thing that I suggest for Illinois. Make it an ugly game. Keep the game on the ground. Run, 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 run. That O line is going to have to play the game of their lives. Those kids on that O line, they are going to have to play the best game, not of the season, of their college football career. Because if they win this game today, their chances of getting in the playoffs goes up into the 90 percentile. So it's imperative that old line has to do what they've been doing all season, and they gotta they gotta open up some holes for that ground game. So yeah, that's the key. That's it. That's the blueprint. That old line.
All right, Dietrich.
I'm gonna stick with what I said about Illinois myself. They've been getting through this season, and Navy have played some big teams, and they might not be ranked. You see what I'm saying? But they have played some schools. Let's see Memphis, which I think Memphis only got one loss. You see what I'm saying? So Navy do what they continue been doing and keep the ball. Hey, they've been running the ball on the ground and mixing the pass every now and then. I don't think Notre Dame gonna be able to stop them. So keep running the ball, shorten the game, keep Notre Dame offense on the sideline, keep doing what you've been doing, which they've been doing, keeping the other team offense on the sideline and build a big lead what they're doing. So that's what they were keys to victory against our Notre Dame today.
All right. Next question. All right, Vanderbilt is a potential match for excuse me,
Matchup problem.
matchup. Sorry about that. Problem for Texas today. Uh, Armando.
Yes. Their style of play offensively, they are a matchup problem for Texas. Now I think defensively, Texas will score some points on that Vanderbilt defense. But the luxury that Vanderbilt has, they have the ability to do something that my Georgia Bulldogs couldn't do last Saturday, and that is have more success on the ground. Cedric Alexander is a bulldozer. Vanderbilt's O-line has been doing a great job of creating holes for Alexander. Diego Pavia is a mobile and very accurate quarterback. He's good with the RPOs, play action passes. Vanderbilt time of possession. Pay attention to the time of possession because that is going to be the key. Pay attention to first and third down. Texas, it's imperative that you win first and third down because if you're in a situation where Vanderbilt has like 3rd and 3 or 3rd and 2, it's going to be a long day. And another upset in Nashville may be brewing. Texas got to get them off the field on third down. And that time of possession, what they did to Bama, Texas cannot let that happen.
All right, D Truth.
I'm gonna say yes, because the quarterback and the running back for Vanderbilt, and I'm looking at the stat between Vanderbilt and Texas quarterback, right? And Vanderbilt quarterback had more passing attempts, right? And let's see, I'll make sure I got this right. They got one less pass completion than yours, and got more yardage, and got more tied with the touchdown interception. Vanderbilt quarterback, he take real good care of the ball on one interception out of that many passes. So Vanderbilt is hot right now. And if they do what they did to Bama, make it shorten the game up, keep Texas offense off the field, Texas gonna lose this ball game. And I'm looking at this right here. Texas gonna do Vandy gonna do Texas just like they did Alabama. Watch what I tell you. They're gonna do Texas just like they did Alabama. Guaranteed.
Um, it's not a pushback, you knew, but I just want to add one more thing. This, unfortunately, Sarkeesian may be forced to do something that he doesn't want to do. And G Bama, type in the chat and let me know if you agree with this. Sarkeesian may have to pull the trigger and bring Arch in. That's something he did not want to do in back-to-back weeks. It was a necessary last week because you needed a mobility against that Georgia front. But he may have to do that again today in order to get in the mud and play that Vanderbilt style of play. I think Vanderbilt is ability to control the style of game. Texas is going to have to play ground and pound football, and that's Arch. That's right up Arch's alley right there.
All right. Pushback, D Truth.
I'm gonna agree with him. He did bring Arch in for a few plays in that Georgia game, but I gotta agree with him. But some tells me, is he gonna be stubborn enough to leave yours in there? Is he gonna be really stubborn enough to leave yours in that ball game? Because you got to admit, yours is not a runner. He's more of a passer, and they gonna key in on that. Like I said, they're gonna do what they've been doing all year, make a team play their ball game. So, sorry, Texas.
Okay, you stop. Perfect timing. Okay. All right. Sarkeesian is mishandling the quarterback situation at Texas right now. Yes or no, Armando?
Yes, not as bad as what Kirby did in 2018 with Jake Fromm and Justin Fields, but it's getting to become a problem. It's beginning to become a problem because you have fans that are in love with Arch. Arch is like a celebrity in Austin, where Ewers is he may be the starter, but it's Arch is He's the fan favorite. He's the fan favorite, and when just think what's going through that kid's head when you're hearing, "We want Arch, we want Arch." When you coming out of the tunnel, and you're on the sidelines, and the student sections are chanting, "We want Arch, we want Arch," and you look out in the home crowd, and you see a lot of number 18 jerseys. On fans, you see more 18 jerseys than you do Ewers number. So that can kind of weigh on you a little bit mentally and mess with the kid mentally. You got to make a decision who you're gonna ride with. It's not like Ewers is not mobile enough to get the job done. He's mobile enough to get the job done. He ain't finna run off no 40 or 50-yard play like Arch is capable of doing. But you got to make a decision moving forward, because now you're into the part of your schedule where it's going to get tougher, and you gotta pick a quarterback and stick with them, or you're going to cause confusions in that locker room and divisions.
All right, D Truth.
I'm gonna go ahead and equate that with what Hugh Freeze was going through, right? And what happened was I said this on a kickoff show. I'm thinking Friday or Saturday, that I'm gonna see what Hank Brown does. Hank Brown did play good against non-power 14 or group of 14, but you see what happened when he went against a power 14, right? And Hugh Freeze made a decision. I'm sticking with Peyton Thor. You got to stick to what got you to the dance last time. And you look at, they talk about they want Archie. Okay, what
The
happened?
fans are chanting in
Yeah, that was
pregame
saying.
warm up.
Yeah,
That's what I was told by Texas fans that actually attended the game.
yeah. But what happens if Start put him in the ball game and against, let's say he go against Vandy and it loses that ball game? What hurt worse? Sit on the sideline and hear fan change your name, or being in the ball game and losing that ball game? What hurts? What hurts worse? Hurts a player confident worse? Which one? I think put him in the ball game hurts a player's confidence worse than him hearing the name on the sideline. Like you said, Ewers got into the dance last year. You got to stick with Ewers. You got to make that decision, and you got to make that decision quick. So, hey, you got to make that decision. Forget what fans talking about. Get what what the media talking about. You got to make the decision. And my decision, I'll stick with Ewers. They're gonna wonder what that. You need to put yourself on mute so when the alarm go off, nobody else can hear.
I want. I need them to hear it. I need you to hear it.
I'm a,
That
I'm a,
means
I'm
be
a,
quiet.
I'm gonna get a timer that we can actually put up on the screen. But I agree
See?
with you, D. True, man. In the beginning of the season when you were going against UTSA, I could understand. Even in the Michigan game and during the time that he was out and he was injured, I can understand. But right about now, you're in playoff mode, and you got to make a decision. And yeah, G Bama, I understand what you're saying, man. But right toward this time of the year, when it got down to like October, late October, Saban didn't do all of that flip flopping quarterbacks. He's stuck with a quarterback. 10 years ago with Blake Sims, it was Blake Sims and Jake Coker. He chose Blake Sims, and he stuck with him. He stuck with them. He didn't go flip flop, and you'll mess up the locker room doing that. Kirby made that mistake in 2018, and it backfired on us.
And think about this, Armando. when when Cam Newton back up, I forgot what his name, Jeremy Johnson, that year, how the coach will flip and flop to the quarterback. Yeah, it will mess up the locker room. It will mess up your team.
Mm-hmm.
You don't stick to one quarterback. And I'm just glad he stuck with just Peyton Thorne. Now, let's see when start having balls and stick with yours.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, that can hurt on any level. You don't want it on any level, whether it's college, pro, high school. You know, I was a part of that situation. My junior year in high school, we had two good quarterbacks. Our original starter coming into the season, he had got hurt, went down with an injury, and then our backup came in, did a good job. And when the original starter was healthy and was able to come back, then boom, there you go, quarterback controversy because the fans had fell in love with the backup. You know, it's just that's something you don't want right there. You don't want to put yourself in that situation, and Sarkeesian's going to have to make a decision moving forward. You don't want to go into a situation in Little Rock and still haven't decided who your quarterback is. You definitely don't want to be in a situation on November 30th in Kyle Field and still trying to figure it out. Who is your starter? You know, you got to make a decision and you got to stick with it. All
All
right.
right,
So,
D Truth. Anything any pushbacks at all? Okay, that's it. All right, here we go.
all right, we're gonna go into the week 9 predictions. Let me set it up here.
And
All right.
for all y'all out there, with me and Mondo pick do our picks is not gonna count.
Yeah.
This all gonna be your new picks.
Hmm.
Her picks gonna count. Ours not gonna count. So let
Yeah.
y'all know.
So nine is gonna count today. The nine are all gonna count for you new, not gonna count for us. We're just picking on the fly. We're just picking for fun, but you news will count. So you let me know if you want to go first on this or you want to go last.
I'm going first.
Okay.
Get
All
it
right.
over with. I'm ready for it.
All right. These are the game predictions. We have Navy and Notre Dame.
Navy. The reason why I'm picking Navy is not because I think they're going to win or not going to win. I just think that I'm going to be with the service people right today. Okay, I'm just going with them. They have done a lot for us, and I feel like they deserve a little extra from us. So, hey, I choose Navy.
Okay. Feeling patriotic today. How
Yeah.
about you, brother?
I don't know why you asked me that. Even asked me that doggone question.
Mhm.
You know what? Look, I've been praising not Notre Dame, Navy and Army all year. Any beginning of even at the beginning of the season, I said people better watch out for Army and Navy. And you know how many people actually laughed at me for saying that? Now who
Mhm.
laughing now?
Good
I'm going
morning
Navy.
to you, DJ Chuck. Salute to you, DJ Chuck. All right, so D Truth got Navy. I'm going with the upset in this one. I'm going with Navy. They're at home. If this was a game was in South Bend, I would agree. I mean, I would be going against the grain, but I'm definitely going with Navy. The momentum, home game, and it's real simple. Just ground and pound and just keep the game close and win the time of possession and don't make any turnovers. Do not turn the ball over.
Hold on.
All right, next pick,
Hold on. I'm going to tell
Washington
you, it's not it Navy or no Navy is not at home. It at MetLife Stadium.
MetLife
So
Stadium.
basically, Yeah. So basically, Notre Dame is far away from home, so you know that crowd gonna be majority Navy anyway. So
Okay. Yeah, yeah. Everybody in America is going to be pulling for Navy, except people in South Bend, the Notre Dame fan base. All right, Washington, Indiana. You knew
Mm.
Indiana is undefeated. Washington wants to play spoiler. Game day is in Bloomington today. So
All right. Real quick, I just want to say hello to Jesse. We did not speak to Jesse in the chat. Hello, hello. And
salute to
DJ
Jesse.
Chuck, what's up? Hello. All right, Indiana. That's my choice.
Okay, Detroit.
they go Hoosier. Hoosier, I'm going Hoosier. Hoosier.
That beat down they put on Nebraska last Saturday. I'm a believer. I'm going with the Hoosiers in this one.
All right.
Oklahoma Sooners versus the Ole Miss Rebels.
Oklahoma, Miss. You be missing too much, so I'm just gonna go with Oklahoma. I mean, yeah, Oklahoma, definitely.
You're picking Oklahoma?
Yup, because Ole Miss be messing up.
Okay.
You know
Did
what?
you?
Hey, I know I don't like Lane Kiffin for the stuff he do. And guess what? It ain't because Oklahoma beat Auburn because Oklahoma beat Auburn by luck. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna go with Ole Miss. Cause Oklahoma is not the same Oklahoma team that was in the Big 12. I'm going Ole Miss.
All right, what you got, Armando?
I'm going Ole Miss. This is an elimination game. Ole Miss, it's a must win. They have to win. They're down to 2 losses. So if they lose this game, that's it. Too much talent. Ole Miss has too much talent on both sides of the ball for Oklahoma. And Oklahoma can't score. So I'm going with the Rebels.
We'll see. All right, we're gonna see.
The Illinois Fighting Illini travel up to Eugene, Oregon to take on the number
Oregon,
one ranked Oregon Ducks.
Oregon, Oregon, Oregon.
Okay. Dietrich?
I'm going. Hey, look here. I'm going with the upset. I'm going with the upset. Illinois.
All right, Armando, what you got?
Illinois is a good team, but I just don't think they have enough firepower to beat Oregon, and especially in Eugene. That crowd is going to be on fire today. They're coming off a bye week. That's another thing too. Yeah, and Dan Lanning, those pregame pep talks. Look, put it like this: Oregon team, they really believe that they're the number one team, so they're gonna play like they're the number one team today. I got the Oregon Ducks over Illinois. It'll
Wow.
be good,
But you
but
know
I
what?
think Oregon will
I,
outlast.
I would say this right here. I would have picked Oregon if it was at nighttime, but it's 3:30 game, afternoon game, daytime. Woo, yeah. Woo. All right. I ain't gonna say I know who I'm going with. I know who I'm going with on this one already.
BYU all the time.
Yeah,
Well, I'm going to BYU because this essentially is essentially a what elimination game for BYU really, and from where I see, they keep they undefeated streak alive. They got to beat UCF, so I gotta go BYU.
yeah, they're undefeated. Just to let you know, they can drop a game and still win the Big 12 and get in the playoffs and have a bye. I don't think they'll drop a game. Not today, anyway. I'm going with the Crusaders, BYU.
Woo! I didn't know that. Woo! It's gonna be ugly. That Big 12 gonna get ugly, bro.
Missouri.
You knew it's picking Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
It ain't that hard.
It is that hard. Basically, I see flaws with both teams. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
whew, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go with. My heart says Bama, but guess what? My mind said Missouri. Mizzou.
So you going with your heart over your mind.
I said my heart says Bama. I said my mind said Mizzou.
I can't with you right now. All right, Armando.
See,
I cannot with you right now, D-True.
I'm going
hey,
with
look.
I'm going with Bama. Bama. Listen, there's no way that they could that they're going to drop this game at home. No way that they're going to be their season will end in Brian Denny on Saban Field. There's no way that they will allow that to happen. I think Bama's going to pull out all the stops, and their defense is going to determine this game right here. Their defense is going to determine it. So I'm going with Bama. I'm going with Bama on this. I know they cost me a good record last week, but I'm gonna roll with them. I'm gonna roll with them this week.
You gonna give him a second chance?
Yeah, I'm gonna give them a second chance.
Okay. Next.
The Texas Longhorns versus the Vanderbilt Commodores in Nashville.
Vanderbilt.
You're picking Vanderbilt.
Yes, I am.
You are picking a.
Vanderbilt.
You are picking an upset. Okay. Be true.
You already know who I'm riding with. I'm going Vandy. I'm going Vandy.
I'm gonna have to go against the grain. I'm gonna have to go with Texas. I think if they didn't have Arch, and if they had to actually depend on Ewers to win this game, then I would agree with the both of you. But the fact that they have Arch over there, and Arch plays on the same style as Diego, but he's much better, more accurate down the field. I think look for Arch. Look for Arch to have to come in and probably save the day for Texas. Isaiah Bond worries me. Huh?
But I hope it ain't too late when you put him in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Sarkisian is going to be forced to do something that he does not want to do. That's why I really believe last week it was kind of premature. I would have rolled with Ewers. It wasn't Ewers wasn't the problem. It was that O-line could not stop that Georgia D-line. So, but I'm going with Texas, man. I think Archer's going to have to come in and save the day for Texas.
Okay.
And Wisner will also play a factor too.
Miami.
The Canes versus the Noles.
Miami.
She in Miami. You know what? Analytics says Miami, but I'm gonna go with Miami. But don't be surprised if Florida State upset them.
All right, Armando, what you got?
I'm going with them Canes. Cam Ward is I'm telling you, man, it reminds me of another Cam. It always had to bail the defense out. That was Cam Newton. Cam Newton had to come in and bail the defense out. Remember that Iron Bowl The defense gave
But,
up
hey,
24
but
points.
hey, I'm gonna ask you the question. Would it surprise you if Florida State upset them?
It nothing surprises you, but I'm just saying I don't think that Florida State defense can stop Cam Ward. They haven't been able to stop other quarterbacks that were nowhere near the level of Cam Ward.
Oh boy.
Just,
I forgot. Isaiah Ball for Texas is out.
yeah, yeah. But that's
Ooh.
what I'm saying. They're gonna have to win. That's why I said that it's gonna have to Arch is gonna play a part in that game. And between Arch and Wisner, they're going to have to play a big part, and the tight end.
All righty. Next, Penn State all the way.
This is a trap game right here. Go ahead, DJ.
I'm going. Let go. Hey, let go Badgers. Let go Badgers. Let go Badgers. Oh, I told you we're the Badgers.
What you got, Armando?
And I understand why D Troop is making that pick because he thinks Penn State is going to be looking ahead. He thinks Penn State is going to be looking ahead for that game next week with Ohio State. Woo! He may be right, but however, in the words of Vincent Turner, however, Penn State will find a way to win in the last minute, maybe the closing seconds. This game is going 4 quarters. It's going to be very close. Penn State. It's going to be a scare, but Penn State will pull it out.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't forget Penn State is a choke artist now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the type ball game. They are choke artists.
The Cincinnati
Colorado.
Bearcats versus Colorado. You knew is picking Colorado. Let me announce the games first, man. Calm down. Let me announce it first before you make your pick.
Travis, okay. You better be in there playing today. Colorado.
I don't know. We don't know that. We don't know if he playing now. But go ahead, DJ.
I'm gonna have to go. Let me see. I'm trying to see. I'm going Colorado. They play at home. That place gonna be rocking, and neither team can afford to lose this ball game. Just with the playoff picture it looming around, I'm going Colorado.
Colorado does something that they haven't been able to do in probably almost a decade. Become bowl eligible. Deion and them Colorado Buffs will become bowl eligible. And the game is in Folsom Field. Good luck. They're gonna tear that field up. They are going to storm the field tonight and tear it up. Colorado.
Okay. Next we got
another trap game. The SMU Mustangs versus the Duke Blue Devils.
SMU.
I'm going to go with SMU Mustang. You're right, it's a trap game, but I don't think right now SMU is on the roll. I don't think Duke got enough to stop them.
The SMU, you got a chance to do something that you have not been this close to doing in over 40 years. It's been over 40 years since we've been talking about SMU this late in the season. Take care of Duke tonight and take care of Pitt in a couple of weeks. You in there. You are in there. You are in the playoffs. No doubt. No doubt about it. I'm going with SMU. Remember what I said 3 years ago, D-Troop. This team gets into a major conference. Dallas, oil money. I'm telling you, they're going to be a problem moving forward in the ACC. Look out. There's a new sheriff in town in the ACC, in the ACC conference. And That's these boys right here, the Pony Express.
All righty then.
The main event.
Oh my God, this decision is just so hard for me to do.
No, hold on. Let me announce it
LSU.
first. Calm down. Let me announce it first. The main event of the evening.
Mm.
The LSU Tigers, once beaten LSU Tigers versus the once beaten Texas A&M Aggies. Both teams lost early in the season, and both are undefeated in the SEC. But after tonight, that changes because somebody's going to have a loss. Somebody's going to have 2 losses nationally and 1 loss in the SEC. Who's it going to be, you knew?
Oh my God, this is such a hard decision. LSU, what do you think? LSU.
I'm going LSU.
All right, Armando, what you got? Don't put your head down, just choose.
You knew I love you. You know I love you.
Better go to LSU. Don't you dare take
You know I love
A&M.
you. You know I love you. So look. Please don't take this personal. This
Oh,
is
I
good.
would never. I would
This
never.
is this ain't personal. This is business. Kyle Field at night, over 100,000 fans. That defensive line, what I saw them do to Missouri, which is a better offense than LSU. And then you add in the injuries that LSU has. No Harold Perkins. You got a couple of people missing on that D line. You got a couple of people missing in that secondary. I think attrition. It's not because LSU isn't any good. LSU was damn good. Don't get me wrong, but I think because Texas A&M is just the deeper team, they'll be able to shuffle players in and out. And as the game goes on, that attrition is going to render its ugly head. And I just think Texas A&M, because they're deeper, they're talented and deep. LSU is talented, but they're not deep because their injury bug tore them up earlier this season. That's why I got to go with the Aggies in this.
I get it. Yeah. So for the injuries, I pray for those that are injured. I hope they get better, and I hope all that they have transferred to the next guy. I'm just saying, LSU.
Do you have 2 more games? Because all she needed was 14. So we had 12.
We're gonna do 5. We're gonna do 5 for her next week. The first 5 picks is gonna count for her, and the rest of the picks will go back to normal. So that'll bring her up to speed. So she had last night. Today was 9, so that's 10. So she got 5 more.
So I thought you were going to do 9. I thought you were going to do 9 games. So in other words,
I did. We did do 9 games.
No, you did 12
today.
It's 12.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, next week, next week the first 3 will go to her.
First 2, because she had one last night. She won.
Yeah, so that'll be 15 to me yesterday.
Okay, so 2. All right, so the first 2 will go to her. So the 12 o'clock games, the 2 12 o'clock games she'll be picking, and it'll count for her. And then from the 3rd game on, then we'll be picking. Well, all 3 of us will be picking.
Yeah. You didn't know you had that many, did you? But
right, last night we had an elimination. UNLV was officially eliminated from the playoff contention, and Boise State lives to play on. I just think they're one-dimensional when they run across a team, whoever that 5th seed is. They're able to shut their run game down and lower players up in the box, and they have a good enough secondary to play man. It's going to be impossible, almost impossible for Boise State to score. So with the Army and Navy, I got to see what they're working with. Navy, we're going to find out a lot about Navy against Notre Dame this afternoon. Um, LSU attrition. My only worry for them is the attrition part of it. They get past A&M, then they are definitely gotta they're gonna move up in the polls if they get past A&M, because that will be definitely a signature win. That will set up an epic showdown with Bama. Now, let me say this now. LSU can lose tonight, still be in it. LSU will not be eliminated. Neither team will be eliminated. Um, the road will be tougher because if A&M loses tonight, the 30th of November becomes a must win. If LSU loses tonight, the game in Death Valley against Bama becomes a must win. So you is that's definitely going to be like a de facto play-in game if LSU loses tonight. So that's why I say it's important. I would want to remain undefeated the rest of the way. If you're going to lose a game, you want to lose early in September. You don't want to lose this late in the season. That's just my take on it.
And then what Texas A&M don't want to do, they don't want to lose to LSU. Then they got to go to South Carolina, who is playing damn good.
Hmm.
And then the last game of the year, they got to play. I would say in-state rival, Texas. Woo! That's ugly for Texas A&M right now.
Yeah. So,
This is a
but
must win for them.
yeah. So the loser will not be eliminated, ladies and gentlemen. The loser of this game will not be eliminated, but the loser of this game will be in a moving forward an elimination situation. The following week it becomes an elimination situation. So um, right now, both of them are undefeated in the SEC. But tonight, somebody's going to have an L, and after tonight, you're only going to have one team remaining with that's undefeated in the SEC. So that will either be LSU or Texas A&M. So we'll see.
Mhm.
Eugene, up in Eugene, Oregon. Oregon needs to be careful with Illinois. This is a very confident team, a hungry team, and a dangerous team. A confident team that's also a hungry team can be a very dangerous team. And Oregon has to come out of that tunnel on their A game. They cannot take this team lightly. Brett Bielema, once again, like I said earlier, he's a defensive guru. So Oregon is
And,
going to
he,
have.
and don't forget, he had coached big games like this.
Yes, and he coached in big games in the SEC. So this man is dangerous, and this team is dangerous. So Oregon, right now you're sitting pretty. You're number one. You handled your business against Ohio State, but you can't get caught. Can't get caught up. Can't get caught
Yeah,
slipping because the
I'm
Illinois is
telling
one
you.
of them teams that will catch you slipping.
Yeah, and Illinois do not have nothing to lose. What they have to lose? Who expected them to do what they're doing this year? Nobody.
Where,
So they
where,
really don't have nothing to lose.
where Illinois has what? How many? They have what? One loss.
Yeah,
Okay, they are playing for something. Illinois is
they're
still
playing.
alive for the Big Ten title, and they're also still alive for a playoff. So Illinois is playing for something. It's not like the previous
But not
years.
like Oregon, though.
Well, I
You see
mean,
what I'm saying?
what? Slow down. What I'm saying is when both teams are alive in the playoffs, I don't care. It don't matter if one team has a one loss beside their loss column, and the other team has a zero losses. And if you're both alive for the playoffs, you have something to play for. And for now, the thing for Illinois, how many more chances are you going to have? How many shots are you going to have at making the playoffs, the college football playoffs? Where Oregon, they have a pipeline of talent that comes through Eugene, been coming through Eugene for the last 25 to 30 years. So that program is not going anywhere. But Illinois, how many chances are you going to get? Take advantage of it.
Yeah.
You got a chance to do something big tonight in Eugene. But Oregon has to be careful, and it wouldn't surprise me if Illinois went up there and upset. It really wouldn't, because I know Brett Bielema. He did that in the SEC. He's upset teams in the SEC when he was at Arkansas. They beat teams that they shouldn't have beat. So Brett Bielema is not new to this thing. He's coached in many big games. And as far as Navy and Notre Dame, that's the game that I am really looking forward to. That game and the Missouri-Bama game. I think with 2 losses, I don't see Missouri getting in, because their schedule is weak. Their schedule is there's nothing really on their schedule. Their signature games were Texas A&M and Bama. And if they lose both of them, and let's say they win the rest of them, that's going to be an issue, because the committee is going to look at it. They're going to look at it and see, okay, you had Texas A&M, you had Bama. Those were your 2 signature games, your 2 signature tests, and you failed. And I think they'll be penalized for that. The same way that they will penalize Army and Navy if they don't defeat Notre Dame, because there's nothing else on their schedule as far as marquee games.
I have something to say real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck to all the games, to everybody, to all the players, all the football teams. Good luck to everybody. And also, please, I pray we don't have any more injuries. As I pray for nobody. I'm talking about any of the teams, no injuries. I pray for that, because like these injuries they're getting crazy out here. So I pray that there's no more injuries, especially not the severe ones.
Uh, Dietrich, final thoughts?
Well, let the games begin. Who's going to get the slow walking, sad singers? Get ready, because, hey, ain't no telling who's going to get it tonight.
And
Hey, if Illinois goes up in the Eugene, or Vandy goes down and beat who they supposed to beat, that team that they beat, Navy does what they supposed to do, those 3 teams gonna get the sad walking, slow walking, sad singers song award tonight. I'm letting you know right off the rip.
this morning, as I promised last night, that we will be giving out the Slow Walking Sad Singing Award, and that goes to UNLV. UNLV, you are officially eliminated from the college football playoffs. And I just want to say real quick to all of you UNLV fans, let not your hearts be troubled. Just remember, there's always next year.
You had to throw that in there, didn't you? I can't right now. I cannot.
You should have been around 5 years ago. Me and D were going harder than them teams when they was getting eliminated. Um, we had the hee haw song.
Oh Lord.
Hey,
Yeah.
you know what? I gotta go find that.
Feel the
I gotta
spare
go find that.
agony on me. We
I gotta
both
go
get
find that shirt too.
Hey, I gotta go find that shirt too.
We
I
had
got I got to
t-shirt.
find that somewhere.
We had the
Yeah,
t-shirts and everything. You knew. We
I
had
Wow.
still
all
got
the
it.
singing t-shirts
I
and
still got
everything.
it. I still got it.
Oh
Oh,
man.
hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. I gotta look at. I gotta look at something right quick. Hold on. I gotta look at something right quick. Hold on.
He
Why
said
you
you're gonna go
wore?
get a shirt. Are
Why
you
No,
gonna go
I
get a
got it.
shirt?
I got it.
he got it?
I
He
got it.
Oh,
got it. He
Lord
wore.
have
I think he
mercy.
wore it one day last, or one Saturday last year. One Saturday last year he wore.
Well, put it this way: Missouri beat Alabama. You already know what it is, don't you, Mondo?
Mm-hmm. I already got the tunes. Hey, Sniper
Oh
brother, we
no.
praying for you, brother. We
Yeah,
praying for you,
praying
bro.
for
We,
you.
we know how it is, man. Know how it is,
Oh
bro.
wow.
Been there.
And I hope you guys been checking on Rinrock too. They have a passing in their family.
Mm.
Mm, mm, mm,
Yeah,
mm.
prayers for our brother Renrock. Is.
Yes. Yes.
And let's send prayer to everybody out there that going through something and seems
Yes.
that not seem like they have no other way out, but there is a way out. But guess what? You gotta stay true to yourself. Cause guess what? It's football Saturday. Now we on this day is this a beautiful day down here in the A down here in Georgia. It's a beautiful day right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sunshine. But I'm gonna say this: no matter what day it is, raining, cold, sunshine, it's always a beautiful day to see another day. It's always beautiful. And
Mm-hmm.
thank you to the beautiful people on the Facebook side, YouTube side, all y'all beautiful people. Thank you for supporting us and being there. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Amen. And I just want to thank everyone for coming out this Saturday morning. Salute to my panel, Sniper, D True, you new. Great job moderating this morning for those of you. Yeah,
Thank
we brought a little different flavor this morning. We we incorporated the timer because one thing about it, we love the game of football. We can get passionate and we could get a little long winded, whatever. So
hmm
to make the program go a little bit more smoothly, we're putting in a little
Yes.
time limit on the Q and A's. But other than that, great day of college football. Beautiful, gorgeous day here in the ATL. I don't know about where you are, but it is a beautiful day here in the Peach State. We spoiled with some great weather, Indian summer weather. We call it Indian summer weather. Anytime the temperature is above 70 degrees in late October, that's Indian summer weather. That's what we call it here. But thank you all for coming out. And we know there's a lot of homecomings going on in the Atlanta area. Please be safe out there on the roads. Just be mindful of your surroundings. Be safe out there. Enjoy your homecoming weekend. HBCU, uh, Clark, Atlanta, Spelman, Morehouse. Everyone enjoy yourselves, but be safe. And everyone enjoy your college football Saturday. This is a good day to crank up the grill. But a lot of you that are in the southeast area, crank up that grill and put some steaks on the grill. Have some good barbecue and enjoy some good college football. Everyone, thank you for coming out. Love you all. Peace and blessings. Thank you for supporting the platform. Like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. We'll see you later on tonight on the post game show. Uh, somebody's somebody's gonna be slow walking, sad singing. There's gonna be some eliminations after tonight. But other than that, we'll see you all later on tonight. Take care of yourselves and each other. And one last thing, like I always say, go dogs, sick 'em. Woo, 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 woo. Even though it is our bye week, we still running things.
Yeah, for those that are going to be going for go partying and having fun, if you left your drink, don't go back and get it because you don't know who dropped something in it. Just so you know, I'm just letting you know. This is a heads up for those that are partying tonight and forward. Please don't pick up that drink. You just never know what they put in your drink. Leave it alone.
And another
Go get you
thing,
another one.
and another
Go
thing,
ahead.
cause it's sunshine and warm outside, don't mean you go put on some doggone shorts.
You could put on some shorts, just they don't have to be no booty shorts. Okay, anyway.
There you go. There you go. There you go.
Dress ladylike, okay? All right, you guys. Thank you
Ain't
for
nothing
coming.
wrong with
For
booty
those,
shorts. Ladies, there's nothing wrong with booty shorts, especially
it's okay to
if
wear
you're in
booty
the
shorts.
southern region of the country, like South Beach.
Yeah, at the beach you're good, but I'm saying like when you run. No, I'm not going through this with you right now. This is not it. Anyway, he always got to say something against what I'm saying. Like, come on,
Hey,
like stop
hey,
going against my
man,
grain.
hey, other word, don't wear no booty short going to school to pick up your child and going inside of school. Don't
And
wear no
don't
booty
want to.
short while going to the
Right,
bus stop with your child.
right, and
They
then
don't
stop
tell them
going
okay.
with your doggone robe and your doggone pajamas. That ain't what. That's not right. No, that's not proper. You're embarrassing your children. I don't know how you feel about yourself, but you're embarrassing your children. Let me get off of this because this could be a
Hey, guess what? Hey, that what parents supposed to do, embarrass them. I guarantee the child won't be doing nothing else. Guess what? Long as the parent is comfortable, they all right. But booty shorts, that's not cool though.
Mm-mm.
And
Okay.
and most importantly, if like the sniper just said in the chat, if you get to a party and you see over off to the
Oh,
side on the table a whole bunch of cases of baby oil, leave, leave, leave,
get the heck out. That's a diddler over there.
leave, leave.
Hey, and don't let nobody do no deep massaging on you because you don't know what's in that massage oil.
Exactly. Exactly. So everyone on that note, you knew take us on now.
You guys, thank you for coming through. And for those that are going to be watching later, we appreciate y'all. And hey, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get up out of here. See ya. Bye.